Yes, till now we have discussed about the learning resources and its types. Now we can discuss how we bring these learning resources into the classroom as and how we can bring the, if it is not possible to bring the learning resources into the classroom, how we can take to the students into the community or some way. So the learning resources in classroom can be categorized into two ways. So how can we use this depends upon the availability of the learning resources. One is we can yes, community can be brought to the classroom. One, it is a one way, and the second way is classroom can be taken to the community. అరే ఫోన్ చేస్తాను, ఫోన్ చేసి తాతకి చెప్పు క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటాను వస్తానని చెప్పు. ఫోన్ల మీద ఫోన్ చేస్తాను, పోయింది వీడియో. Yes, learning resources can be used in two ways. The first one is learning resources can be brought to the classroom from the community, and in the second way we can take to the classroom into the community. So we can classify the learning resources usage in two ways. The first one is community can be brought to the classroom, the second one is class can be taken to the community. So based on the availability of the resources, learning resources, we can follow any one of the method from the two. So now the next topic is learning resources from the immediate environment. So what is immediate environment? We should know first, then only we can discuss about the learning resources in environment. So we already discussed about the learning resources, but what is the meaning for the immediate environment? So just let me define the word immediate environment. The environment around the student is called immediate environment. So the situation or the experience or the object or whatever it may be, the environment is called immediate environment. So which is near or surrounded by the students is called immediate environment, means which can be accessible by the students immediately. So immediate environment is nothing but the environment which can be used or utilized immediately by the students to learn the things in mathematics or any other subject is known as immediate environment. So example, if you take in the school, it may be the playground, poles in the playground, school building, classrooms, etc. We can say some of the examples for immediate environment. So these are some examples. So we can say some more also we can explain the buildings of the school and all these things. Then what is the use of immediate environment? Using the immediate environment, we can create more interest among the students when we are teaching to the students the abstract things. So and we can arouse the motivation among the learners, and we can teach the teacher also feels that the sense of ownership of his immediate or TLM, and it gives concrete experience to the learner to learn easily and can understand very easily. If you take the example using the playground and the poles, we can explain the concepts of geometry and trigonometry. So trigonometry is nothing but heights and distances, angles. So we can explain the courts, what we play, ball, badminton, volleyball, all these things in the playground. This all depends upon the dimensions and angles. So we can explain the geometry and trigonometry using the playground. So many things we can explain. So this is a use of immediate environment which can be utilized immediately by the teacher to teach or by the learner to adapt to learn new things. So this is about the advantage of immediate environment. So using this we can explain so many examples what topics can be used to teach using the immediate environment. We can see so many things in the school. We can ask the students use this maximum immediate environment to learn any type of concept in mathematics, especially geometry, trigonometry, unitary method, mensurations, etc. If you take first example, you take some examples or type of questions we can ask the students to do using this immediate environment. Let us see once. First one, how much paint is needed to paint all the cupboards in the school? See, using this question we can explain the topic. Mensuration means the area of the cupboard is required. Each cupboard area is required. This lateral surface area or total surface area. So for this we can use this immediate environment learning resources to teach a mensuration topic. If you go to the second one, what is the traffic flow near the school? So the student has to count the number of vehicles are moving from the school gate in second or minute or per hour. So we can explain the topic speed and velocity, the ratio or whatever it may be, using this concept per second or per minute. So the flow we can explain the density or whatever it may be using the concept traffic flow near the school. If you go to the third one, this is not clear. This is actually count the squares walls of a house. So in every house we will have different type of walls, either maybe a rectangle or squares. So we may ask the students to count the number of square walls of a house which is already built in the school or nearby his house or near at his house, whatever it may be. By using this we can explain the shapes of the plane figures. So this is about that one. And we can ask the students to build house by using plastic toys. So to construct a house or build a house we need different type of toys or pieces of plastics. So by using this also we can explain the similarity concept or equivalency of triangles or shapes. So we can explain, we can use so many things to explain the students by using the immediate environmental learning resources. If you go to the next one, the fifth one, checking the grocery bills. So this is we can explain using the grocery bills. Also we can teach the unitary method, that is commercial mathematics, whether it is right or wrong by verification of the grocery bills. If you take the sixth one, find the volume of tanks. So you can also here explain the mensuration topic to finding the length, breadth, height of the tanks. You can calculate the using the formula volume of a tank, LBH. So we can explain so many things using the learning resources from the immediate environment. If you take the seventh one, use of money at shopping. So here also we can explain the discount, debate or rebate, whatever it may be, rebate or discount or calculation of total calculation percentages during the shopping also we can explain. So if you go to the last one, observe the patterns of the building. So if you observe, if you give a task to the students, he observes the buildings and he can categorize the shapes of the buildings into the similar forms here, that is symmetry or whatever it may be. He can find the 2D or 3D by observation of elevation and construction of the building. So using these learning resources from the immediate environment, the students will come to know the topic very clearly. You can get the good clarity about the topic. So the immediate learning environment helps the students and the teachers it helps us to teachers to explain in detail in a concrete way whatever the subject is in abstract, and it helps the learner to learn the things easily by for the all the abstract concepts by changing or making or converting into the concrete form, that is abstract to simple. So this is about the learning resources. We can explain so many. From the kitchen also we can explain. We already discussed in the first semester about the importance of mathematics. There we can, from that we can understand, wherever we go there will be a mathematics. If to go to anywhere, projects, shopping, temples, or wall worship places, we can see the math will be there. So by using all these immediate environment learning resources, we can teach mathematics effectively in a concrete mode to all the students.